Today, we are looking at critical success factors. Critical success factors. This is one of those success laws and those success principles that if you master them and practice them, you can change the course of your life in a very short time. You can take 10 years and alter your life in a way that somebody will look at you, maybe somebody that you were in school with in secondary school, they look at you and say, wait, is this the same person? Is this the same person that I was in class with 10 years ago? And most importantly, to be more specific, people that are from the place of disadvantage, people that are from the place of struggle, people that are from families that are not well-to-do, what we like to popularly call humble families. One of the best ways to advance the course of your life, the course of your business, the course of your career is for you to identify the critical success factors that have the ability to alter the course of your life, career, and business if only you decide to take the necessary actions to use these factors intentionally to alter your life. That can change your life. I can say this categorically because I have seen it happen for me. When you are somebody that you are not from a well-to-do family, you do not have the right support from what they call godfathers and godmothers. You don't have elite uncles, you don't have elite aunties, you don't have people at the top that can hold your hand and drag you to the top. That is one way to succeed. But there is another way to succeed that it is within your reach. And if you get to do it right, you will consistently experience that rise. And that is understanding, identifying, understanding, and taking actions towards the things that can engineer or contribute to your success. And that is why it is very dangerous. It is very improper for you to live your life on guesswork. It is very dangerous for you to live each day guessworking. It's dangerous for you to set out today. This is 4 a.m., 5 a.m. right now. It's dangerous for you to set out today without a concrete plan on the things, regarding the things that you will do today. What are the critical success factors that you have identified to do today to make it a very successful day, either in your business side, in your career, or in your personal life? According to this law by Brian Tracy, every business has a number of key factors which measure and determine the success and failure of the organization. Every career has a number of key factors which measure and determine the success or failure of that career. Every individual, every boy, every girl, whether you are from a poor family or from a rich family, we all have a number of key factors, which measure and determine the success and failure. So the question is, are you aware of the key factors that determines your success? Critical success factors in business and the career Critical success factors in business and career are like the vital functions of the body, such as the heart rate, the respiratory rate, blood pressure, brainwave activity, and so on. Without these vital functions, without the heart rate, without respiratory rate, without the right blood pressure, without the right brain activity, your body is useless. Without the ability to influence movement in your body is useless. Without the ability to think, you're totally useless. It is the same like your career. It is the same like your business. There are some critical factors that are vital to your effective functioning. And until we as a people in this particular generation, until you as a person in your individuality identify, recognize, and commit to these factors, to these functions, you will always be an average performer. The question is, have you been ignorant regarding these critical success factors? The question is, how will your life alter? How will that business, how will that career alter from today to become better after listening and understanding the impact of these critical success factors in your journey? These vital functions are all indicators and measures of the overall health and vitality of the individual. These various factors are critical indicators when it comes to the overall health and vitality of the individual, of their career and their business. Companies therefore have critical success factors as well, which measure the health and the vitality of the enterprise. Many of these are common to all businesses. A good career, a good professional has critical success factors as well, which measures the health and the vitality of that person's career. Without these things, you will not even know whether you're rising or you're falling. There's nothing like being stagnant when it comes to career and business. You are either progressing or you are regressing. Because even if you claim that you are standing still and you are the same, the industry is progressing. And when one of the factors, and when a key factor like an industry is progressing, you, the industry player, you are automatically regressing. And we as individuals, as different companies that we run, we all have critical success factors that are unique to us. The kind of critical success factor that I need may not be the same like the one that Celestine needs, Sidonie needs, Mervis needs, Walters needs. No. For example, the kind of critical success factor that the president's daughter needs is not the same that I need as somebody from a poor background. But the fact is that we all need critical success factors. Like for her, because the father is the president, yeah, she may not likely go to school and get a degree, and she may be forced in to get a job somewhere, but she may have issues rising on that job because she lacks the skill. Or what if the father is no longer the president? Because the father's position was one of our critical success factors. When that presidency is taken away from the father and she did not go to school and acquire the right skills, she may start struggling to fail. So there are different circumstances, there are different situations that can influence our various critical success factors. So Clarence can have his own factors unique to him based on how he grew up, based on the kind of things he has access to. Solange would have her own critical success factors. And that is why you cannot talk about critical success factors in your life, career, and business without you doing some internal work, without you analyzing and knowing thyself and knowing the things that you have access to and you don't. That's why I like to talk about, I know my fight. My fight is different from your fight. I have friends, close friends that come from well-to-do families. Their fight is different from my fight. There are some things I need to go the extra mile before I can have access to. For some of them, they just need to make a call. It is very critical for you to know your fight. We all don't have the same fight. When you know your fight, you begin to understand the right critical success factors you need to embed in your fighting spirit that will automatically influence your success. You cannot expect to win a fight with the wrong fighting strategies. You cannot expect to win a fight in this dispensation in your career without employing the right critical success factors. The most common critical success factors in business include leadership, being effective in leadership. A business or an institution that is led by an exceptional leader will go places. So as an entrepreneur, you need to understand that leadership, being a good leader, is critical in your journey, in your business success journey. Number two, the excellency of the product or service that you're selling, the deepness or the deep level quality that you're able to produce regarding what you're selling. Therefore, the quality of a product is a key critical success factor in any business. Sales. You cannot expect to run a successful business if you don't master the art and science of sales. As I always like to say, if as an entrepreneur you cannot sell, go and get a job. You must be the master of sales. Whether you have a team or not, sales is a critical skill for an entrepreneur. Even till today, Dangote still sells. Even till today, Elon Musk is still in the business of selling. Sales is a key critical success factor for any business to rise. Marketing is the same thing. Without marketing, a business will struggle. Without marketing, people will not know that you exist. Until they know you, they will not like you. Until they like you, they will not trust you. And until they trust you, they will not pay for your services. And before sales happen, which is when payments manifest, you need to initiate the first stage, which is marketing. Marketing is, how do they know that we exist? What are the kind of activities that we can take today to ensure, to make people to know that we exist? Sales is when they know that we exist, what can we do to make them give us money and take the service or the product that we have produced for them? Marketing is a key critical success factor in business. Manufacturing, or you can call it value creation process. You will not succeed in business if you are not creating something, if you are not manufacturing something, if you are not producing something. It could be a service, it could be a product. Clarence will not succeed in his after-school program institute if he doesn't understand how to produce excellent lesson plans and unique teaching methodologies that can give the kids that he teach a good experience. Walters will not succeed in running an effective photo business if he doesn't master the art of taking excellent pictures and videos that can give people a good experience when they see these pictures or look at these videos. If you don't understand how to create value, your business will struggle, and not just any kind of value, manufacturing or producing excellent value. The next key thing, the next critical success factor in business is distribution. Distribution. No matter how good your value is, no matter how good the manufactured product is, if it is not distributed the right way to the right places, where people can effortlessly buy, where people can effortlessly see and buy, that business will struggle. Distribution is critical in every business model. How can you get your products in all supermarkets? How can you get your products in all provision stores in cities, semi-urban areas, and even rural areas? The effectiveness of distribution of what you create as value determines the success of that business. The only way that we can get more members, or the only way I could have gotten more members into PPA, was for me to create more avenues to promote the mission of Peak Performance Academy so more people can see and join the program. The knowledge that I create and I teach will totally be useless if I don't know how to distribute, use the various online platforms that I use to disseminate the knowledge that I create for business people, executives, and anybody who needs it. All these telcos that we use their internet services, they will totally be useless internet services if they don't understand how to distribute these services from where they produce it into your mobile phones. Distribution, if you get distribution wrong, your business will be wrong, your sales will be wrong. You can do the best marketing, you can develop the best sales strategies, you can have the best product, but if the final users of whatever you're producing, if they cannot effortlessly access what you have produced and what you're marketing, your business will definitely struggle. We need to be careful of that. Another key critical success factor for your business to thrive is understanding finance and accounting. Understand how to manage the finance when you make sales. Understand how to bootstrap, how to reinvest part of the finance into the business. Understand how to use the finance and scale. Understand how to develop an efficient accounting system that can enable you to track your finances and make informed financial decisions and even strategies. There are some sales strategies that you will only take depending on the financial status of the business. Have an excellent finance and accounting system. Excellence performance is necessary in every one of all of these areas that we have mentioned for a company to enjoy excellent results. For dear entrepreneurs, that business that you run, that initiative that you run, the only way that you can enjoy excellent results in what you do, it is for you to ensure that all the critical success factors are experiencing excellent performance. Whatever the cause of low sales, any prolonged weakness in any area can lead to the collapse of the enterprise. This then is the critical success factor or the vital function of the business. Exactly. There are some critical success factors in every business that if that particular factor is experiencing prolonged weakness, and you, the entrepreneur, you, the business executive, if you don't sort it out immediately or make it as a matter of an emergency, that business may collapse. If your sales are limping, if your sales are struggling, that is something that requires immediate attention. Immediate attention. Because when sales are limping for a very long time, automatically the business starts dying. It is the same like having bad administrators or having staffs that are not loyal, they are not committed. Like I said in one of my quotes, disloyal, less committed, and lazy staffs are demons that are subtly killing a business. If you talk to them and they cannot repent, immediately terminate them, cast them out. Avoid prolonging a weakness that can cause the demise of your enterprise. Many young people are struggling. Many people are struggling in business because one of the critical success factors is weak, is struggling to perform at its best. And sometimes some people notice it, but they leave it to chance. Hear these people, there are some things in business, there are some things in your career you can never leave it to chance. Poor performance and non-poor performance in any of these areas can threaten the survival of the business. It is the same in your career and in your personal life. Poor performance or non-performance of certain things in your personal life can threaten the survival of your dreams, can threaten the survival of your destiny. So it is critical that when you sense poor performance, you rise up to it. When you sense that your leadership is reducing, rise up to it. When you sense that your commitment to work is struggling, rise up to it. When you struggle, when you sense that your sales are not the best, rise up to it. When you sense that your product quality and your service delivery quality is being questioned, rise up to it and start sorting it out immediately. There are certain things in your business that procrastination is not permitted to happen around. Immediately you detect that this thing is not performing according to your expectations, it is your responsibility to rise up to it immediately. Immediately. Because you know and you're conscious that poor performance or non-performance in this particular area in your life, career, and business has the capabilities, has the powers to threaten the survival of your career and the survival of your business. Each individual, we all here in Peak Performance Academy and whoever will follow in this later, each individual has a personal critical success factor, the performance of which determines his or her future. Now I'm talking to you right now listening to me. You have personal critical success factors. You do. The performance of any of these critical success factors determine your future as a person. Therefore, I want to share with us about 10 critical success factors that can accelerate your life almost immediately if you start taking action immediately. Now, as I'm sharing these critical success factors, I need you to be doing what I like to call critical analysis for action. Which ones am I doing right now? Draw a table of two. Draw a T table for accountant, call a T table, right? Left and right. On the left of your table, you can write, these are the critical success factors I am already manifesting. You can write the ones, critical success factors I am practicing. On the other side, write the ones I need to start practicing after this, so that you know you're trying to carry out a critical analysis. What am I doing right now excellently well? And what do I need to start doing to advance my life? And you'll discover that there are some that you have just been doing some laissez-faire around them. So 10 critical success factors or so that can accelerate your life and career almost immediately if you get to work and start practicing them from today. If you are ready for these 10, comment in the chat box that you're ready. Are we there, people? While I take time to do roll call, see who is in class and who is not in class. Who's having this name Kazi? I'm not recognizing somebody. Who is Kazi? It's good to always join with your order of names. So okay, good. Let's proceed then. All right. Good. All right. Critical success factors for your personal life that if you start implementing from today, they will almost automatically start changing the course of your life. And again, I can also share this from the place of personal experience. And I drafted these critical success factors from the place of disadvantage, from the place of people that are born into disadvantage already. What I mean is, of course, you already know what I mean by that. It means people are born maybe in humble families. People are born in families that they cannot guarantee excellent education. People are born in families that they cannot just sponsor you out of the country anyhow, right? And anybody who can practice it, from those who are born in good families, you can just catapult this better in your life. Number one critical success factors is education. I did not say school. Education. The ability to push yourself to know more than the average person. The ability to push yourself to know more than the average person. Educating yourself, self-education can change the course of your life. I have seen it happen for me. One of the best decisions I took early on in my life was when I decided from 2011 or so that I would start studying every day for as long as possible. And that was when I decided to start going to bed at 11 p.m. and waking up at 2 a.m. And before I go to bed, I study from 8 o'clock to 11 p.m. And when I wake up at 2 a.m., I study till 6 a.m. That was my plan for almost 2011 to 2016. Before the hours now reduced because work was increasing. But I still study drastically right now. No, study with the intention of knowing more than the average person. Study with the mindset of becoming the best person in that field. You quickly accelerate your life when you have access to knowledge that others cannot easily have access to. Because for other people to know what you know, they will have to go through the same process of knowing it. And it takes hard work, it takes patience, and it takes time. I remember when I used to, the time in Kubo those days, when I used to lecture, and I used to lecture in all higher institutions in Kubo. The only reason I was being invited to start being a lecturer, a business lecturer, because they started hearing when I talk about business on local radios, or I go to a local conference in the church, I'll talk about business. The way I teach business, they was like, okay, come on, I have a business school, I have a business department, I have a business faculty, can you come and teach? And that was how I was being exposed to opportunities. Even right up till today, the opportunities I get to travel and do work and work with different companies, it is because of the kind of knowledge that I've been able to build or amass for myself. And acquisition of the right knowledge can almost immediately start altering the course of your life. You need to make sure that you are good when it comes to the acquisition of the right knowledge. Number two is almost linked to number one, relevant specific industry skills. Yes, the ability to acquire relevant specific industry skills is very critical to accelerating your life. Again, this is something that you can decide. Thank God for the internet. Thank God for YouTube. Thank God for online sessions. Thank God for sessions like this. You can almost, with the right commitment, learn a relevant skill and become so good at it. Things like business analysis, critical analysis, things like strategy building and working on some documentation, those are things I learned on my own. But this is what I now do full time and get paid for it. Things like learning how to design training curriculum, training frameworks and methodologies, all of these things I disciplined and I learned them alone. Specific industry skills that become very high, very, very expensive. I remember the other day, an institution in Ghana reached out to me that I should work on an entrepreneurship and business innovation training curriculum of about 18 pages with about 8 courses, 8 modules for that training. That was all they wanted. They didn't give me, I'm the one to decide which modules to be in the program, how they say, okay, each training session in 1 hour, and then to decide how the trainer will need to train, what they should say in the first 5 minutes, first 10 minutes, all of that. Right? I designed a whole training curriculum, right? And I charged them $2,000. How much is that? Roughly 1 million. But that is an industry skill that I learned, and I'm using it to serve. So what can you learn? What relevant, specific industry skills do you command expertise in? You understand? Because you will need this. Let me tell you something, people, and I'm saying from a personal experience. There are some places I have entered in this country where, based on my family background, I don't deserve to be there. Based on where I am coming from, based on the village I'm coming from, based on many things, based on the kind of result I had in secondary school and high school, I don't deserve to enter those places. I don't. But the only thing that qualified me and advanced me to enter those kind of places and shake hands with kinds of personalities and do work for them was and is the quality of skills I command in my area of expertise or in my industry. It is the same for African countries. I have walked into presidencies. I have walked into ministries. I've walked into important companies. Not because a big person endorsed me from my country. No, not because anything happened, but just because of grace and skills. I started lecturing master's degree students when I did not have an MBA. I remember in 2016, I had completed 4 master's degree programs. I'll go on the internet, I will research in universities, they have published some of their syllabus on master's degree. I will take all these topics and I begin to research and gather information and I begin to study. That's what led me to have I have more than 15,000 books in my computer. That's what led me to discover books like these books of Brian Tracy. I was seeking for relevant skills, practicing them. And that's one way to build skills. Learn and practice for yourself. One of the best ways to be exceptional in developing relevant skills is study something and practice. Nothing builds exceptional skills like practice. Ask a woman who knows how to cook very well. When the mother or whoever taught her how to cook for the first time, the next thing is she tried to cook that dish herself. And that is how she became excellent at cooking. I can barely cook any food that makes sense. If I cook anything, it will become food poisoning. Number one, I've never tried to cook it at all. So I cannot be excellent at it. But my kid sister can cook multiple dishes because she is good at it, because she has been failing in cooking. She has learned how to cook and she has been cooking multiple times. So she learned from mom and she practiced it and she has been cooking it. So when you read, especially if you're trying to build a skill that there's no institution around that can teach you that skill. Imagine in 2011, 12, 13, 14, there are some things that many people did not know that existed. There are some things that when I talk about this, that this thing happened in white man country. It is now that minute I realizing that I now see where this guy was going to. But when I would study, I would try to practice in the community. I would try to do something. I would try to do it for myself. Not studying so that I can cram copy and go train somebody and claim to be a speaker. No, study and engineer it for yourself. That is how you build a specific skill. Let me tell you, a specific skill is something that an institution cannot train somebody. As I told you guys one time, see, hear this. If the society can train you, they can train somebody to replace you. But when you work hard and develop certain skills that you only develop from the place of hard work, knowledge acquisition, and practice, you get to develop those skills that until you decide to teach others with it, nobody may ever know the same things that you do. There are certain frameworks that I've taught you guys in PPA that if you research on Google, you will not see. Because I'm teaching you from the place of specificity, originality, and authenticity. There are some things I am very confident. There are some things, like in the Cameroon market, there are some things I am very confident that except they bring an expert out of Cameroon to do it, other persons cannot do it yet. Especially in business strategy and many other things. And I've seen it happen. I've seen companies look for somebody to do and then somebody refer back to me and say, oh, there's this guy that can do it. When they've looked to the whole nation, they cannot see. And they wanted to bring somebody maybe from South Africa, from the US to come and do it. If the society can train you, if all these universities in Cameroon can train you, then they can train somebody to replace you. So what are you doing on your own to acquire skills and knowledge that only you can do? You will accelerate your life in a geometric progression when you have access to specific relevant industry skills. The next point is relevant contacts, relevant networks, leading to endorsements and opportunities. Yes. There are some of you that have had access to so many opportunities because of your presence in my network, from jobs, from writing recommendation letters to endorsements and many other stuffs. One of the things that accelerate your life quickly is the kind of network that you're part of, the kind of people that you have built relevant relationship with, that they can openly, confidently, and immediately endorse and recommend you without thinking twice. There are some opportunities that will only come to you based on the kind of networks you find yourself in. Let me give you two critical examples. Like in Africa, anything that the UK government, the British government wants to do in Africa right now, they first of all, if there are funding opportunities, if there are investment opportunities, there are whatever opportunities, they first of all share with members of the chevening community in Cameroon, students that have benefited from the scholarship. The UK High Commissioner will first of all call them and send them emails. Oh, this is an opportunity from the US government in Africa. Can you take advantage of it? Same like the US government. There are many funding opportunities that we get to receive other in the Yali network or the Mandela Washington fellows that when the US government did in Cameroon, they sent to the US embassy tell us first, right? And those who are interested take advantage of it before any other, before they ever see it in public. Opportunities circulate a lot in networks. You need to intentionally plug yourself into networks. Same like Peak Performance Academy. There are many scholarships, there are many funding opportunities that I've shared in the group only. I've not shared in any other group. Even job opportunities. Like yesterday, there was a job that was shared, and only members of PPA were recommended. Some already went and saw the person superseding minutes of meeting the people. That is it. And that is why you cannot afford to sideline yourself. That's why, like the Peak Performance Academy stuff we have, you cannot afford not to be there. You don't build networks in your family house. You only connect with your village people. But since you were born and you grew in that family, what have you been having? Even if it's a rich family, your father's networks are his networks. Until you step up and begin to build a personal relationship with the people that even your father knows. They will only know you because of your father's name. But beyond that, they cannot do business with you because they don't know you as a person. Check people that have never attended events. The only people that they have access to are their village people and the area boys and area girls in their quarter. But they're looking for a good lifestyle. It doesn't work like that. See, one of the things that you must ruggedly do is attending events. Ask those who attended Goma that just passed. They will tell you that they have not remained the same based on the people that they met. They will tell you that they added one contact to their list, even if that contact to look at their status and see what they do. You never know where that thing can lead to. You never know, an endorsement can arise just from looking at your status. Oh, people have recommended me from just looking at something from my status. Stop, pay the price, pay transport, pay hotel, and go attend an event. It will change your life. You don't know what you're losing. You're 25, you're 30, you are this, and your highest that you talk with are your village people and your friends that you grew up with. What have they given you? The best way to stretch your result is for you to stretch access to different people. You will get different perspective. You will see how they live life. You will see how they look at things. You will see how they analyze things. You will see the places they go. You will see how they approach different things. It will inspire you to do many things. There are many people that have been inspired to do many things in their lives because of what they see that I do in my life with my status. And me too, have watched other people's status and I've been inspired to do something different in my own life and career. I have gone to other people's events and I have learned from there too. You have a very big problem if you don't sacrifice and stretch. There are some people who keep saying, oh, there are some people that they feel it's too big to meet them and all of that. Yes, it's too big to meet them because you don't exchange with them on the same platform. You sit in your father's house, you sit in your small town, you sit in your village, and you're arguing that I don't have access to Mr. Joybert. You cannot have access to me. Come and meet me on the platform where I mingle. We're going to collect from there. We're going to connect from there. We need to be very strategic and intentional when it comes to building networks and relationships that can lead to endorsements, recommendations, and opportunities. Like, so all of you in PPA have access to, you want to do a scholarship, whatever, I can write you a recommendation letter. Do you know how many people beg for recommendation letters of it? Every day. There are institutions that when they receive a recommendation, that they go on Google and type the person who recommended you, see what the person does. Who is this personality? I know a young lady who got a job just 2 weeks ago. When she did the interview, as she was explaining about her professional green journey, she mentioned that she has attended one of my programs, and that alone automatically ended the scholarship, the interview. The interview, like, oh, you've attended this program done by Job, I'd say yes. Okay, it's good. I want to trust you because I've attended this program. Simple. And the job was hard. Who is in your network? How much have you invested to keep a relationship? Some of you have never bought a gift to even give your best lecturer in school. The lecturer who supervised your thesis. You have never bought, I said, thank you for this, because I can always put your name on my CV as my academic supervisor. And that's already a recommendation. There are some of you, nobody that has sense can endorse you, and you are comfortable. We need to repent in this area. Your life is regressing because you are not in communities. You are not intentionally pushing yourself. Some of you are even in PPA. You don't talk when it's time to talk. You don't comment. You are silent. How will another person in PPA? Do you know the kind of people in this PPA have? Some of you don't even have some of you have no idea the kind of people at PPA. There are some people that with one phone call they can change your life. But if you are silent, if you don't talk, nobody will notice you. The notice me anointing manifests when people get to know you. Show is an asset. Okay. Let me not over-belabor the point. I'm saying this intentionally. Next, good work ethics. Good work ethics. If you want to accelerate your life, have a good work ethic. In good work ethics enable you to be more productive. It is about setting the right priorities, being proactive, and being determined in your work ethics. Like I was saying the other day, I have no respect for an entrepreneur or a manager or a leader who comes to work after the staff. You have zero work ethic. Something is wrong with you. If you are late, it should be because of the business and you're doing something. Do not be late because you woke up late. Don't be late because you are lazy to go to work early, or you are not doing your things on time to get to work early. Something is wrong with you. And if you are work late, communicate. Let the team know that you're always you're on time. And if you're late, okay, hey guys, I will not be at the office on time because I'm going to do this for the office. I'm going for this meeting. I will come back in the office at this time. Even me, I always communicate my team, because I need to teach them. When I'm not coming to office on time, I let them know in the team WhatsApp group, hey guys, I'll be running late for this and this because I'm going for a meeting somewhere. Because I need to teach them the right things. I need to be an example. Have a strong work ethic. Like I would like to tell you guys, you don't say you're tired when you're not done with your goals for the day. The word tired is only permitted to appear when you have completed your to-do list for the day. 4 p.m. in the afternoon, you are tired and you want to go home. What is wrong with you? You sleep when task is done. You don't sleep when you're tired. Tiredness is an emotion. What is the deepness of your work ethic? Some of us need to wake up. We have very weak work ethics. We quickly give up on tasks. We quickly let things go. We cannot, some of us cannot commit on the same task for 4 hours consistently. Weak work ethics everywhere. You cannot sit like that and get something done consistently for 6 hours and you say you want success. Weak work ethics everywhere. You cannot do something right consistently for 30 days. Weak work ethics. And you claim you desire to succeed. Wake up. Your work ethic can advance your life. What others take 2 years to do, the right work ethics can do it for you in 6 months. I'm telling you. There are some things that what people can achieve in a year, others will take 10 years to achieve. Do you know the difference? Work ethics. Work ethics. So let's wake up, stop being lazy. And work ethics starts from small things, like the morning program sessions that we're doing. Just consistently waking up at 3:30 every day, or making sure that you're always on time before the session starts. That is work ethic. Doing your job on time as an employee and delivering the task that your boss says you should do on time at the time that he requested for, that is work ethic. So stop embarrassing your future self by practicing poor and weak work ethics. You don't manifest exceptional results with lazy work ethics. You're not going to go far, people. Let me be clear with this one. You're not going to go far. Next is positive mental attitude. You need it for you to rise in life. You have the power to choose a positive mental attitude no matter what you're going through. It is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to look at the positive side of things in every situation. It is your responsibility. There's a way that some people just admire you and have incredible respect for you because there's a way that you look at life. You don't complain and murmur. Things are not going the way they're supposed to go. Yes, we know, but you choose to have a positive mental attitude so that you focus on the possibilities that will arise. Positive mental attitude is very critical in accelerating your life and your business. You cannot waste your energy in complaining and in crying and in, oh, this and that, oh, this has done this has done that, and all of that. Choose to maintain a positive mental attitude. Yes, the government has done this. Choose to maintain the right attitude and rise. Next is positive self-image. Dress for success. It is true that people are led by appearances. Whether you like it or not, nobody will see you and assume that nobody will see you and assume that, no, even though he's poorly or she's poorly dressed, he's good. No. Every human being, there's that first impression. They will judge you first on what they see. They will judge you first on what you see. Investing in how you look, especially your appearance, is critical because it is true that people are led by appearances. And it is no surprise that people tend to criticize or disrespect you by the way you look. And even you do same for other people. You just look at somebody, the way they dress is the way the shoe have bent. You start questioning the person. So this one, what did he get for do? What can this one do or say? There are people that have been given opportunities to do certain things because they dressed well, they looked responsible, they looked like they can be trusted. Invest in your positive image. It is critical in your success journey. And one good thing about the African setting is that you can dress well without using too much money. Just buy what you can afford, making sure it fits very well, and making sure it's well ironed and well knit. Can somebody looks and say, wow, this guy looks expensive. They have no idea that what they are wearing is not up to 3,000 francs. It's not about the cost. That's why I have one of my guys, I love the way he does it. One thing he believes is how a dress fits in his body. So whenever he gets a dress, he takes to a tailor. I noticed that are not expensive. Sometimes he pays 200 and they adjust it, 500, all of that. And then he makes sure it fits well. He's very conscious about the fitting. Right? Mostly he wears shirts. In those days, he doesn't wear that. Even in those days, right? You get a shirt, you get a trouser, you make sure it fits well and you tuck in. That's all you have at that time. I remember when I bought my first suit, I never used to have suits. You invest in it. It's very important. The most dangerous person is somebody who is intelligent upstairs and can slay very well when it comes to dressing. You can enter anywhere and connect and collect opportunities. Intentionally invest in your positive self-image. Peak Performance Academy Summit is tomorrow. How are you going to look like? almost all the who is who will be there. How are you going to portray yourself? It is very critical. Character. Your character is very important. Character is point number what? We're in point number what? Right in the chat box. What point are we? Point number 7, character. Respect followed by trust builds a strong foundation for your personal and professional relationships. Being self-disciplined and honest opens a world of opportunities for you. Please invest in your character. When people can trust you, when people around you can trust you, oh man, you never know. Anything can come your way. Anything can come your way as a blessing. Invest in being self-disciplined. Invest in being honest. Build integrity. Let people see, there are some things, like I would like to say something. My true friends know what I can do and what I cannot do. That's my friend that you go and backbite me to them, they will laugh at you. I forget that thing. It's not because I'm just friends. No, it's because of the character I have built around them. I remember there was a time somebody went and was gossiping with my friends that they saw me standing with a girl somewhere, right? And then the guy just refused. And then the guy told the girl something. He said, okay, I want to do something. Today is Saturday. So Joybird will likely be in the office. And it was in the night. Because he knows me that well. And we did not talk that day. And it's okay, let's do something. I want to call him on video call. I don't want to text him. I want to call him a video call. And I want to categorically tell you that he's in the office right now. Because my friends know I like to work on Saturdays nights. And then I go to church on Sunday morning. Because my belief is that you are permitted to shout amen and receive when you have worked hard. Don't come and shout amen and receive with laziness. You are wasting God's grace and anointing. That's my belief. So I like to work on Saturdays throughout, and I go to church on Sunday. So my friend said, okay, I want to call a video call, and I want to tell you that he's in the office right now. Whoever you saw is not him. Number one, Joybird does not keep late nights. And he has no event today. So there's no way he'd have been out in the night. So he called, and then at the 8 I was in the office. Right? They said, no, I just want to prove a point to somebody. Thank you, bye. That was all, right? So that relates to character professionally. There are some people that they don't need to struggle to raise money. One of my Christian friends came the other time. He was pursuing a business opportunity in China to put a company in Cameroon, and then they finally approved it, and they did it in China like 3 days with money of a couple of millions, and he raised the money and he needed 15 million francs. And then he came to the office. So okay, you know what? We're gonna call the foreign of our friends, and we're gonna raise that money so that you need to get a flight and leave tomorrow morning. I was like, call. Hey man, we need this. We caught 3 people and were able to raise 15 million francs. They don't just give because you're friends. There are some way that you have friends that you cannot borrow the 1,000 francs, but you call them friends. You know that when it comes to money, their character is wrong. You know that when it comes to collecting something that is not theirs, they never give you back. You know, but they are friends. But you know that in that area, their character is yeyeshos. There are also friends like that. There are also people like that who will trust you based on the quality and the deepness of your character, based on your principles, based on what you stand for and what you stand against. Next, change your daily routine. One of the best ways to accelerate your life is for you to change your daily routine. You will never change and accelerate your life until you change something you do daily. Yes. How many people have changed their routine since you joined PPA? What have you changed? Just write what you are doing and what that you have stopped doing and what you have added. Maybe you used to watch a lot of movies since you were unemployed, you were doing nothing. Now you are doing this. Or maybe you're an entrepreneur, you used to go to work anytime you like, but now your work ethic has changed. You now go to work before your staff or on time, right? What has changed? Let's write in the comment sections. Let's go. Tell me, what routine have you changed as a result of as a result of PPA or the lessons we have done so far? Less visiting, less sleep, and less movies. Excellent. Okay, you have changed sleeping cycle. Okay, good. All right. Now read every morning. Good. Yes, strict to a to-do list. Excellent. All right. No useless browsing of social media. Excellent. Wow. A lot of change. That's good. Yes. One of the best ways, and if you look at those changes that you made, look at your life before those changes and look at your life now. Can anybody confirm that there's been some acceleration? Look at the life before you made the change, and then look at your life now. Can you confirm that you have experienced some acceleration? Anybody in the chat box confirm? Let's see. Okay, good. Excellent. Right? You see, many people are confirming that before they made the change and after they made the change right now, there have been some acceleration, very clear acceleration in their lives. That is a fact. That is a fact. So one of the best ways to accelerate your career and your business is for you to change your daily routine. Look at your non-productive routines and replace with productive routines. Next, be consistent. The next factor that can accelerate your life, career, business is consistency. You need to have this consciousness that good and sustainable things take time to happen. Do not give up. Persistence is critical in the journey of success. Like I always like to say, everything is permitted to happen, but you are not permitted to give up. Be consistent in doing the right things. Next critical success factor that will advance your life is forget about shortcuts. Shortcuts will cut your life and your destiny short. Always choose the path of ethics and professionalism. Always choose the path of doing things the right way. Integrity will accelerate your life. Avoid shortcuts. Avoid trying to get rich quick. Avoid trying to get things in a short way. No, follow the process. Follow the process. People have tried to make money quick and they ended up in prisons. Is that now success? Can you answer that? Is that no? So they instead quickly accelerated their life into prison instead of accelerating it into succeeding the right way. Avoid shortcuts. Shortcuts do not accelerate life. They instead reduce your life. Okay, forget shortcuts. There are no shortcuts to success. All you have to do is to work hard, make strategies, and follow the process, and success will manifest. Next point, next critical success factor you need to know that can accelerate your life. Know how to make money, know how to keep money, and know how to multiply your money. There is no way that you can accelerate your life if you don't know how to make money for yourself. What can you do to make money? Do you make money through salary? Do you make money through sales? Whatever, but know how to make money first. Then number two, know how to keep the money, save money. Avoid that thing that like always right. Mr. Jobert, some manager enter me now, so I don't know what to do. What do you check? That is sign of bad money management. Go and keep it, go and save in the bank first, and think through it, analyze through it. Your body is just hot. Keeping money is a virtue, and planning while it is well kept is a virtue. Know how to make, keep, and do what, and multiply your money. The last point here is resource availability, and the art of being resourcefulness. Yes, when you have available resources, you can accelerate your life. If you have the money, you have the technical support, you have the human support and all of that, you can accelerate your life. But what if you don't have the available resources? Become resourceful. Become the person that you can use what you have to get what you don't have. Be resourceful. Don't complain. Be resourceful. Don't blame. Use what you have and get what you don't have. So those are some critical factors that if you practice from today immediately, you will clearly start seeing how your life, career, and business is accelerating. Therefore, everybody here has a set of key skills and core competencies that they can use, like tools to do their job. A weakness or failure in any one of your core skills can undermine your overall effectiveness and weaken your ability to do your job effectively. We need to be conscious of that. Weakness or failure in any of your core skills can affect your accelerative life. To perform at your best, you must first identify the critical success factors of your work, of your career, and your business. Hear that again. To perform at your best, you must first identify the critical success factors for your work and measure your strength to each one of them, and then develop a plan to become excellent in the areas that can help you the most. Yes, that's one thing I want us to ascertain after this particular course. I want everybody here to develop a plan to become excellent in the areas that can help them the most to become very successful. An entire department in business can be negatively impacted because of a weakness in one critical success factor in a key person. Yes, a wholesale department can be negatively impacted if the leader or the marketing director of that department has bad leadership skills. That can be if that weakness alone can negatively affect the whole department. So you need to be conscious of that as a business person. That an entire department can be negatively impacted because of a weakness in one critical success factor in a key person. Like many times, like one of my senior managers I work very closely with, I think she's in the group here. Next time when something happens, I notice, I just go in the office, okay, look, this happened. You need to avoid doing this because if you do it, you're gonna spread over to the staff. So this should not happen again. And immediately she corrects it, and there's always a balance back in the office, right? It's very important because you need to, it's your job as a leader to always pay attention. Look at your key staff. What are those things that you need to make sure that when you see them doing it, it's not for you to shout, not for you to coach, and it's for you to do coaching, mentorship, and teaching. Just call them beside, okay, look, this is what you did, this is what you did, this is what you do next time. So that if, because what you did, these are the repercussions to the team. These are the repercussions to the vision. But if you do it like this next time, be a coach and be a mentor at that time, right? So that you avoid some weaknesses and promote some excellence in that area. Therefore, important question that you should ask as you desire to accelerate your life includes, what can I and I only do that, if done well, will make a difference in my career and in my company? Ask yourself that question. I want to chat you guys, spend time and find answers for this question. Ask yourself this question. What can I and I only do that, if I do it very well, it will make a difference in my career? Many times we focus on blaming other people, but we have never taken the responsibility of fixing ourselves. Now go and find the answer to this question. What can I and I only do that, if I do it very well, it will make a difference in my career? Entrepreneurs and those who are workers, answer this question too. What can I and I only do that, if I do it very well, it will make a difference in my company? I always ask myself this question. Every month I'm gonna say, okay, what should be the focus? What should I focus on this month that would push the company forward? And then I dedicate time to it. It's very important, right? It is very important. They should be asked for every single person. That's a question. Also, if you have a team, ask them. Let them ask this question in the organization on a regular basis. Everyone should be absolutely clear about the answers. This is one way to assure that each person in the business, each person in the company is focusing his very best effort in the areas of his critical success factors. Therefore, your personal strength and core competencies are what have brought you to where you are today. Never forget this. Where you are at this moment, where you are right now in your career, in your business, financially, in your life, where you are right now at the moment, your personal strength and your core competencies contributed greatly to where you are right now. And for you to move ahead to another level, your personal strength and your core competencies must be done the right way, because these are the foundations. These are the foundations of your position and the determinants of your income. Your critical success factors in your personal life, business, and career are the foundations of your position in life. And most importantly, they are the determinants of your income. For you to rise financially, for you to rise in your career, for you to rise in your business, check your critical success factors. At the same time, your weaknesses form the ceiling of your ability to rise to even greater heights. This statement is scary, but it's true. Your weaknesses, your low performance, your laziness, your less commitment form the ceiling, like a ceiling, right? It blocks, like when you want to jump, there's a ceiling over your head. It blocks your ability to rise to even greater heights. Your weakest critical success factor sets the limit on how far and how fast you can go in life, career, and business. Your weakest critical success factors, that weakness that you're pampering, that lazy attitude that you're pampering, that character that you're pampering, that thing that is negative that you're pampering sets the limit of how far you will go and how fast you will go in your career and your business. We have to repent in some areas, at work, in your business, in your personal relationships, anywhere you find yourself. You need to handle it. Handle those things. If not, there will be a limit in how far and how fast you can go. It acts like a brake on their potentials. Your weakness towards your critical success factors act like a brake. It stops, it blocks your potential from rising. Therefore, what one skill, this is a charge and a question to you. What one skill, if you develop and practice in an excellent way, would have the greatest positive impact on their career and your business of today? I want you guys to find an answer to this question. What one skill, not two, one. What one skill that if you develop from today and become so excellent at it would have the greatest positive impact on your career? Like I was talking to a lady the other day. She inboxed and wanted to connect with me. And she said, hello, sir, my name is this. I am a speaker and an entrepreneur. I would like to exchange value with you. Oh, I was excited. I like to exchange value, right? I now asked her one question. I said, which area of competence professionally, do you command the highest level of competence that I can learn from you? She started saying, oh, sir, I actually do not command. I'm still trying to gather ideas here and there. I'm still in the school, but she already introduced herself as a pro. Because when you say, I am a public speaker and I am an entrepreneur, you are saying that is what you do professionally. That's what you're good at. You only use those things because you can confidently defend those titles or those positions. Guys, this is my challenge to you. What one skill that if you develop and if you do it excellently well, in an excellent fashion, it will have the greatest positive impact in your career from henceforth? Whatever the answer is to this question, this is where you begin to work on yourself. This is where you discipline yourself and begin to rise in that direction. This is where you get the biggest payoff in terms of increased competence. When you increase your competence, there is a very big payoff financially. It gives you a good name in the industry. It gives you a good name in the society. You are respected, you're celebrated, you're paid. Meaning there are many good things that get to come your way when you command excellence in a particular area. Very big payoffs. Therefore, look upon yourself as work in progress. Even me till today, I am still growing in my area of expertise. Don't undermine yourself. I only have problem with people who are not taking actions to grow at all. But from today, look upon yourself as work in progress. You have come a long way as a professional and as an entrepreneur, but you still have a long way to go. The question is, what are the critical success factors of your company, of your career, that you need to start dedicating time to make it work? You need to absolutely, positively be excellent in these critical success factors. Identify the critical success factors of the key people in your organization. This is now for those who have employees. Identify the critical success factors of the key people in your organization. What are the strengths that are responsible for their success factors to date? Their weaknesses, especially personal weaknesses, and work on them and improve them and support them so that they can rise to the top. Therefore, remember that your personal strength and your core competencies and some of the critical success factors that you have been doing the right way, they are responsible for how far you have come this far professionally and in your business. But for you to go further and for you to go fast, you need to build enough competence. You need to build enough capacity around the relevant critical success factors that you have identified throughout this session, and commit yourself day after day, night after night, and have in mind that you are work in progress. Nobody expects to be perfect, but I expect you to be consistent work in progress. If you enter tomorrow the same person you are today, you are a disappointment to your future tomorrow. You've got to rise. And remember, your life is your absolute responsibility. And until you take these critical success factors and begin to take action towards them, you will not accelerate your life. Only factors, only engineering accelerate your life. Until you move something, the force of stagnation will always make that thing to stand in the same place. It is our responsibility to influence our life to the next level. Thank you, everybody, for the session. We can take some questions and round up. Cheers.